So Pastor BJ is going to join me up here. We're going to bounce to the next slide, our ExtraGIVE update. We kind of teased them. We said we're not going to tell you what the number is until the end of the service. Last week, we said we sent a message out. We communicated it through our church app. We said, hey, we are praying that we will see $7,889 come on Sunday morning for ExtraGIVE, because that will let us hit our mark of $150,000 in the bank. That helps us move forward with our plan. The church has been giving almost a whole year. We've been raising funds. People have been faithfully giving. We had a match offer of $15,000. That was all met and matched, and that's what let us hit that point. So I said the number we needed. BJ, why don't you share the number we got?
Yeah, so we needed almost $8,000, and last week we brought in just over $11,000 to meet that need.
So thank you, guys. Thank you. This let us set the date. This let us confirm with the school. This lets us move forward. We're actually going to do this thing that we've been talking and praying and dreaming and planning about. And so we hit that number. Our pledge total, I'm encouraged by it, but it's also part of what you were saying, Phil, faith in what you don't yet have. So our pledge total, we've seen people pledge $110,000 for the next 2 years to help fund this new work. Our goal was $150,000, so we're still looking in that $40,000 range for pledges to help us be able to push forward in that way. But you know what? We believe God's going to bring it, and the church has given, and he's going to be faithful in it. And so we're stepping forward, and we're ready to see these things happen. So I share that number with you because there's a lot to celebrate, guys. We have seen God move and work, and he is using you at Thrive Church, because at Thrive Church, we give God the credit. All this is what God's doing. It's not about us or how good we are, how good looking I am, right? It's about who God is. So we give God the credit for what we have seen happen here. So BJ, tell us a little bit more about what's next.
Yeah, so as we think about next steps, guys, lots of churches do not do the things that we're talking about doing. They like to be comfortable and safe, and we are about taking risks for the glory of God. And so we believe that in order to reach people nobody's reaching, we have to do things nobody's doing. And so that's why we're planning a second campus in Manchester. It's going to be a stretch. It's going to be a step of faith. It's going to be a risk. But we genuinely believe God has put this on our heart to reach people for his name. And so the next steps as we move closer to that September launch is that over the course of the next couple of weeks, starting next week, we're going to ask people, hey, where are you at when it comes to which campus you think you're going to go to? So the Manchester campus is in the Northeastern Middle School. We recognize that some people live closer there. Some people, your family's going there, so you want to join your family as well. Others, the same thing is here. You live closer to here, your family's going here. So we're going to ask you then so that we can take a little bit of inventory to say, do we have enough volunteers in the kids ministry to pull off what we're doing at both places? Do we have enough first impressions people? Do we have the critical mass necessary to accomplish those things? And if we need to shuffle some things around, that's how we're going to do it, is by first taking inventory. So starting next week, we're going to ask you if you need to pray about it, think about it. That's what we're going to tell you this week, so that next week you can let us know. And over the course of July, we're going to continue to ask where people are and where they think they're going to be going. After that, we're going to introduce you to some staff people. We've been hiring some part-time staff people to help us accomplish that. I can't tell you who they are now, but I do want to say this. Over July and August, we're going to be taking step after step, and we're going to share information with you every week about where we are and where we're going. You will not want to miss what's going on here at Thrive over the next 2 months, because God is doing big things.